Greetings and welcome back to the channel. Guys, we got to talk about PvP, specifically flagging up for PvP, specifically PvP incentives, making PvP more popular, because we still have the issue that people are not flagging up, and if they're flagged up, they don't really want to fight, they just run away, they just try to get to the town, and, it doesn't really make for a fun PvP experience if 80% of the fight is just chasing somebody and getting them to like finally commit to a fight. So I think we should add a couple things, a couple more incentives, a couple more bonuses, if you will, to make PvP more interesting for more people. So one thing that definitely should be changed is we should get more XP for flagging up. I think right now it's like 10% extra XP if you're flagged up. So that's nice, don't get me wrong, but I think we should be looking at 30-35%. That's probably more like the ballpark that we should be in for being flagged up. That alone would probably get a lot more people to do it. And, it's just a small change, but I'm open to suggestions, Maybe that is too much, but I think 10% definitely is not enough. 15 would also not be enough. So I think we should start at 20 and we should look at like potentially pushing it to 30. But yeah, more XP for being flagged up, definitely needed. Another thing that definitely should be changed is when you kill somebody, you should always get a reward for it. Right now, the way it is when you kill somebody and they have died recently in the last couple of minutes, you don't get anything for it, or you get a lot less. And, there's a lot of people, like, for me personally, like 80% of the people that I'm killing don't give me anything. I get no XP, I get no weapon mastery, nothing. Apparently people are dying a lot. So I would love to see a minimum amount that you get when you kill somebody, always. Doesn't matter if they died a million times over, there should be a minimum amount. It shouldn't be much, but it should never be nothing. You should never get nothing for killing a player, okay? There should always be a little bit of a reward. Give me 1 coin, give me, I don't know, 500 experience or something like that. Give me a little bit of weapon mastery. Just a little, make it worth my time. Because if I run out and I kill like 5 people, and of these 5 people, only one guy gives me a little bit of XP, you get frustrated because, one of the reasons I want to do a lot of PvP is not just because I love PvP, it's also because I need to level up my weapons, and PvP is the best way to do that. Technically. It's the best way to do that. Unless you run into someone who's died recently, then it's the worst way to do it, because you won't get any weapon mastery. So that's why I'm saying you should always get something. It should never be nothing, right? Okay, next thing we're talking about is, what about, like, rare drops from PvP kills, Make it interesting. Offer, like, crafting materials, rare crafting materials that you can only get from killing players, right? Instead of, right now when you kill someone, they randomly drop some mediocre items. Let's just say like that. They're not like shit or anything, but they're not great. They're not great. It's like some mediocre stuff. Maybe if you don't have great gear on yourself, you can use one of these drops to kind of upgrade a little bit, but in the grand scheme of things, the stuff that you get from killing somebody is usually not something you're going to put on your build. That's something you're going to sell or deconstruct, and that's it, right? But what if they drop like rare crafting materials, like a weapon mod or something, something that you can only get from kills? That would get a lot more people to flag up and actively like participate in the PvP. Or what about skins? What about you get some nice skins? You can unlock some skins, people love skins. That would be a massive thing. People would participate in way more PvP trying to get these skins. So I think we should look into that. Another thing that we need to talk about is, let's go over here. Let's look at the PvP board here. The PvP quests in New World are so boring. So boring and so bad. And I kind of, I thought they might change this when the game comes out, but unfortunately, nothing changed. They're still here. They're still so bad. It's unbelievable. Let's talk about why they're so bad. So we have like the two categories here. We have a PvE and a PvP category. Uh, why there's a PvE category is it beats me. I don't know. But these are basically quests that you can do where you don't have to be flagged for PvP, right? You can just do them. You don't have to be flagged. There's no risk for you. And these kind of cycle through. There's like a couple different ones that you can get. So once you turn them in, or you just cancel them, you get another one, and that might be more something that you want to do. But realistically, they're not great. They're boring too, and they don't really reward you with much, which is understandable because there's no risk to it. But the PvP ones also don't really reward you with much. If you just look at this, your reputation is not great. The tokens, not great. 7 coins, but this one's only 2 coins, This one's 7 coins again. It's not bad for like making a little bit of money, but it's not like, it's not a major game changer. The XP really low, like 300 XP here, and it's like, why? I'm flagged up. I'm already like, I have more risk. And the thing with the PvP quests is, if you get killed during the quest, they cancel. You have to come back, you have to take them again, and you have to run back out. Even if you've already completed the quest and you're on the way back to turn them in, someone kills you, they're gone. Which, I gotta say, why? Why are they gone? Because I've already done it. The missions are completed. They're accomplished. I've done my thing. Just because I die now doesn't change that, right? If it says kill 6 turkeys, I mean, the turkeys are dead. They're not suddenly become alive again just because I died, right? It's kind of weird that the quests cancel, but that's the part of the risk factor here. You have to flag up. You can be attacked, and if you get attacked, it cancels. If you die, it cancels the quests, and you have to like do them over and over again. But the thing is, you just don't get much for it, and there's no variation here. If you take these 3 PvP quests and you turn them in, you get the same 3 ones. They're not going to be different. It's the same ones. There's nothing more to it. I wish they would add more stuff, okay? Give me different things to do. Send me to a different area in my zone. Just do a little bit of variation, because it really gets annoying and boring fast. You do these like 3 times and you're like, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done. This is boring. This is horrible. Especially like the one where you have to kill the turkeys. Horrible. There's like 3 turkeys in the area, and there's like 5 people killing them. Good luck getting the turkeys. You're literally standing there for 15 minutes waiting for turkeys to respawn. Horrible. My advice: don't take these like kill quests for turkeys or wolves or whatever. Don't take them. Just leave them. Okay, you're fast. You're not doing them. But anyway, they're just not very great, and I feel like we should add better PvP quests. Maybe add like a 3rd row beneath this and make it like kind of like a battle pass. If you've ever played like a battle royale, they have like these battle passes or seasonal passes that you can like go through by doing certain activities. They have like weekly quests and monthly quests, weekly, daily, whatever. You have like a whole bunch of quests that you can do. Simple things, right? Like let's say like deal 2,000 damage with a ranged weapon, or hit 5 headshots or something like that, right? We could implement something like that. Not necessarily a battle pass, but like a PvP quest that asks you for like a certain action. Go out there, kill 3 people. That's it. You come back, you turn it in, you get a nice reward because killing 3 people. It takes a little bit to do that. Not everybody can do that. So, that would be an interesting quest, because it's not a linear quest where, like I go from point A to point B and I do this action, and then I go from point B to point A again and I turn it in. You never know where the PvP is. You have to look for it, and then you find it, and then you just do it and you get rewarded for it. would be nice. You know, something like that. 2,000 damage with a ranged weapon, or deal 1,000 damage with a damage over time ability, something like that, right? Hitting 5 headshots, or, you know, I don't know, killing someone with a specific damage type. Kill someone with pierce damage. Kill someone with fire damage. You know, like you have to get the killing blow with a specific damage type. That way, people are like changing up their builds. They're trying different things. It's not just everybody running the great axe and the warhammer, or the hatchet, right? People are like actively like, oh, okay, I want to do this quest. Let me put on a fire staff. Go out there, hit someone with some fire damage. You know, that kind of mixes it up. That makes the PvP uh, scene a lot more active and interesting. You know, just seeing different builds, even if people are just doing it for you know, like a quest like that. But hey, it's a start. It's a start getting people to do different things. So I think we should definitely do that. Another thing is we should probably get more money and more XP from doing these quests. It's just not enough really to be worthwhile. You just get so much more XP doing the town board. That's why everybody's doing it. And like, why would you do the PvP quest where you get way less XP when you can just do the town board and you just get way more? And you don't have to flag up and do anything. You're completely safe. So there should be more rewards, okay? There is a risk involved. You gotta get more rewards. It's that simple, right? And another thing that I want to talk about is like, I mean, we have open world PvP, right? We have you know, the outposts here. They can be attacked. A war can be declared. The war system is a little weird. We might talk about this in a different video. Um, but you have outpost rush. You have yeah, that's basically it, right? That's basically your PvP content. But I think there should be more stuff. There should be more stuff added to it. But let's talk about the forts real quick. If you take a fort, or if you defend a fort outside of a war, you know, someone from a different faction could come here now and just start flipping Fort Windsward, right? They could just stand at the flag, flip it, and once it's flipped, they don't get anything for it. That's it. There's no reward for doing that. Same thing goes for defending. Let's say I see the fort is under attack. I go there, I defend, I kill 2 or 3 people, you know, that are trying to flip the flag. I kill them. What do I get? Absolutely nothing. You know, I get maybe something for the kills, but for the act of defending my fort, you get nothing. There's nothing that you get for this. And I think there should be rewards for that. If you attack a fort, and if you defend a fort, you should be rewarded for this, because that drives people. You know, that's a spot people can go to and force PvP. If I go there and I stand at the flag and I try to flip it, people will see that and they will come. Within 1 or 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to have people there because they want to defend. But no one of us really gets anything for it. That's sad. I think that's why not that many people are doing it. Offer some rewards, right? Give some faction tokens, give some money, give some territory standing. Like, why is that not in there? I mean, it's literally, I have done something for my faction. I've taken an outpost, or I've defended my outpost. This is something that I've done for my faction, and I have done it for my territory. Therefore, I should get the tokens and the faction points. You know, it's that simple. It makes sense. So that's the thing. That should be in there. Of course, the reward for that should scale with the amount of players that are involved. If I'm standing there alone and no one's coming to stop me and I'm flipping the flag, I should get a small reward, but just not a big one, because you know, no one's defended it. I literally just stood there for like 5 minutes. That's it. But if there's like people coming in trying to defend it and I kill them, that should all be tracked by the game, and you should be rewarded after the fort is flipped or defended. You should get a payout, right? You know, you killed that many people, you did that much damage, you stood at the flag for that long, and then you just like, you know, you get a reward for that, for doing that, based on how long, how much, and you know, stuff like that. I think that would be really cool. Another thing that I would love to see is dynamic PvP events. Like, where's that? Can we get dynamic PvP events? Like, one thing you could do is like either you could have like more little outposts, like not really an outpost, but like a capture point or something. Maybe even a farm. We have these farms here, Cooper's Ranch, for example, Merrill's Place, Harpless, stuff like that, right? You have these farms. Maybe these farms could, have like, I don't know, they could belong to a faction or something like that. And then the other, like an enemy faction, could come and take that farm. And what these farms could do is like they could provide bonuses to the zone or bonuses to the settlement. So you want to make sure you keep these farms under your control, right? And if some other faction takes it, it hurts you. It hurts your settlement. It hurts the zone. You lose certain bonuses. So you want to go there. You want to defend that, and you want to make sure that you have as many as you can. That would be nice. A little bit extra stuff to do outside of just open world and like defending a fort. Little like smaller scale PvP stuff that you could do solo or you can do with like 2 or 3 people. So that would be nice. But imagine there was like a dynamic PvP event where maybe, let's say, yeah, it puts like a message in the chat. You get like a little pop up, like a faction representative of your faction is leaving the town and he needs to get out of this zone or he needs to get to a different town. Let's say, we have a faction representative of the Covenant and he's leaving Windsward right now and he wants to get to Everfall, right? So that's like, how far is that? It's like 1.6 kilometers or something like that, right? To get from Windsor to Everfall. So let's say there's like just like an NPC. There's an NPC just walking along the path, making his way up to Everfall, and you have to protect them. Your job is to stay near him and escort the guy to the next city. Right? He's going to go from this town to this town, and then you just like get a little group of people together and you're protecting the guy. And if you do this, yeah, first of all, you get a reward, but it also gives like a bonus to the zone, it gives a bonus to the settlement, it gives a bonus to the faction, whatever it is, right? You can tie all kinds of bonuses to that. But if the enemy faction comes in, kills all the people that are escorting, and then kills the NPC too, they get a bonus, right? All of a sudden, they have more influence or whatever it is. Shit like that could happen. It just like randomly. You never know when it's happening. It just might happen in the middle of the night, and you might not have enough people then. So you're just like taking 2 friends with you, and you're like, we're going to protect this guy, okay? Whoever tries to take him out, we're going to fight him. So even if you fail to protect, you get some PvP, right? If you have more opponents against you and they manage to kill you and they kill the faction representative, so be it. But you had some PvP. There was some dynamic stuff. It's exciting. You're doing other stuff. You didn't see that coming. You're like, oh shit, I got to go there now. Okay, now's the time. I got to be there, and it just creates these like pockets of PvP that are just like refreshing to have, because you're like, oh man, I'm doing this boring quest, or man, I'm just like chopping down trees, and oh man, I just want something to happen. All of a sudden, it's like there's a message in the chat. You get a pop up. A faction representative is leaving the town. He needs to be escorted to Everfall. Go help him, and everybody's going there, and and stuff happens, stuff like that. That's what I want in the game. But that's about it, guys. That's all I have for you. These are my ideas, just like randomly. Let me know what you think in the chat. Let me know about your ideas. What do you think we could do to make the PvP more popular, more fun, and just make it a part of the game, like an integral part of the game, so that people really, they're looking forward to PvP. They're logging in and they're like, today I'm going to do some PvP, right? Instead of like, hey, today I'm just going to not flag and never participate in any PvP activities. Let me know what you think we should do to make the PvP more interesting. And yeah, if you find this kind of content cool, if you like this, leave me a like, subscribe. It really helps if you subscribe, and just leave a comment, you know? My good old friend Swole Benji would say it's a YouTube cheat code, it's an algorithm combo, and it's true. So, yeah, show me some love. I'll be back with another video soon. Guys, take it easy.